And typically these community meetups, when we do, we also let the brands come in and engage in a progressive manner, in a solution focused manner with parents. So in this sense, brands are becoming a part of the ecosystem rather being a force fit.
Tell us a bit about your journey. What was that need case? What was that problem statement that you were looking to solve when you started a website for mothers, for young parents, for expecting mothers as well?
Right. Thanks, Rudra. And really a pleasure to be here. So, my journey started by first understanding, this whole need gap while I was working in the education industry. I found that, parents had a lot to turn to when it came to educational needs or academic needs of their child, right from a preschool to a school, and even a tutor to go to, a tuition class to go to. But when it came to questions which were beyond academics, things related to development of their child, developmental milestones of their child, things like speech, or when a parent is expecting, to a parent's issues when the child behaves in a certain manner, nutrition of the child, these issues or these challenges of parents were unsupported. And I'm talking about the year 2009-10, and I was part of a very large education play at that point in time. So while I was really finding it meaningful to solve the academic part of the problem, the non-academic part always left me high and dry. And I used to think that, this is such a big problem to solve. There's a big meaningful impact which can be created in this space. So I'm going to find a job next in this space. So that's how my entire inclination started towards this space. And when I spoke to parents and continued to interact with them, I realized that there were hardly any solutions available for them. And that is what compelled me to start Parentune.
So when you started off 6 years back, what were parents initially using the platform for? Because you were building the community in those days.
Right.
And how has sort of the evolution been today? What are the additional features that you have added? How have parents started using the platform differently?
I still remember the first 50 parents who started using the platform just completely trashed it, because all it worked for them was almost like a content sort of a reading alone, which was hardly a content which they could filter through for their needs. And there was no way for our platform to understand what is that a parent is looking at. Now, if you look at this entire space of baby tech, what's emerged and evolved over a period of time is the need to essentially personalize solutions for each parent. That was our second phase. So our first initial learning was that just curating content is not going to be relevant and useful for a parent. So we need to first understand the life stage of a parent. We need to understand what is that parent's concerns are, and then personalize whatever the feed is, be it content or any other feed for the parent. So that was our phase 2, which started in 2014. In this phase, we had content. We started getting stickiness on the community, so parents helping like-minded parents. But what really helped us was that we were verifying parents, which meant that a parent who joined the platform joined with certain set of information, including their identity, including the information on their child, the child's date of birth, so that we could actually personalize as the life stage of the parent changed. And that really became really helpful and a big delta for us as we moved on. And then the third thing was experts, because we realized in all our research right from the beginning that for some things parents will only trust an expert. So we had an expert panel which came up in 2014. But what happened really interestingly in the last 6 months is, I would say, the current phase, which is the new Parentune in that sense, is that two things. One is the multilingual side of Parentune. We launched 7 months back. We launched Hindi. 1 month long, it's been just 1 month. We launched Tamil, Telugu, Marathi.
Right.
And then the biggest evolution now is instant response, wherein we are using machine learning, we're using data analytics, and we curate instant answers for parents' queries.
What are you doing for your brand building? Is it purely sort of word of mouth customer advocacy that is sort of helping you grow? Are there other channels that you're also tapping? What is the story?
Biggest source is a referral. What we're doing for brand building, one of the biggest for us in the last 2 years has been these community meetups which we do, which are more so meeting parents in flesh and blood. All of us being together, spending full 2 days. And typically these community meetups, when we do, we also let the brands come in and engage in a progressive manner, in a solution focused manner with parents. So in this sense, brands are becoming a part of the ecosystem rather being a force fit.
Right.
I think that is why the cynicism is not there. That is why there's acceptance, and there's a win-win for both the sides.